I wonder what kind of trouble I'm gonna get into, if any. I feel
Thank
like
you.
I try not to even talk about shit. All I try to talk about is like stupid shit that you can't really get in trouble for. This is the kind of stuff that you could probably
Thank
get in
you.
trouble for. I don't know. I might get in trouble. Yeah, I saw that this morning. Oh my god. That is crazy. I woke up, the first thing I saw in the morning, literally out of bed, first thing I saw was people like Rip and people like
Thank you.
Spaghetti Rip and other people are mad. Like, why are these people mad? Why are they sad? What's going on? And I look more into it, and it turns out that some people were given access to Tekken 7 Season 4 and other people
Thank you.
weren't, and there like was a lot of people unhappy about that, right? And it reminded me of how many times that's
Thank you.
happened to me. That's happened to me so many times where I got burned by Namco or another company where, I'm doing this out of my goodness of my heart,
Thank
dude.
you.
Really, I am. If you think about it, and it's like this the concept is so deep that you don't understand. You can't understand. You don't know the whole story. But
Thank you.
I mean, let's just use one person for example. Like for example, Rip, right? Rip, he has
Thank
made
you.
a lot of sacrifice for Tekken, right? And there's
Thank
no
you.
way that, I mean, I don't know this, but there's no way, I know in my heart, but I don't know as a fact, there's no way he feels like
Thank you.
he is appreciated the way he should be. And I think all content creators for Tekken probably feel that way too. So, if you have that, like giving so much, sacrificing, think about how Corona pretty much ended his job as a commentator. I mean, think about it. Coronavirus ended tournaments, ended everything for someone, for example, like Rip, right? And if you think
Thank
about
you.
the idea that, okay, so then it's down to things like season 4 is going to come out and we're going to all explore this new update together. Releasing it to some people before other people is like morale, like it's like a backstab, because these people like Rip, like Spaghetti Rip, and even people like the main
Thank you.
man, they really sacrifice a lot. And so here's where things get interesting. This is the twist, right? I know because I was there, right? I feel like many years ago, I realized
Thank
that
you.
this alleged symbiotic relationship that exists between a content creator
Thank
and the
you.
developer, it's not the same for fighting games. Other games, yeah, that makes sense, right? Like, let's say Dark Souls or anything, Death Stranding. It makes sense to have a relationship with the
Thank you.
developer and use the game as a way to make content, and then the developer uses you as advertisement. That makes sense. But for fighting games, it doesn't work that way because they need the creator, tournament organizer, commentator, those are all the same. Even tournament players, they need those guys more than Dark Souls needs anything. Death Stranding doesn't need a tournament to exist. A Death Stranding tournament doesn't need to happen. But fighting games need these
Thank you.
things to happen to like inspire and create growth and all this stuff. You need it. So, anyway, let's get back to the whole Rip concept, right? It's a lot of sacrifice.
Thank you.
And I feel like it stung especially today for me because I remember those times when I thought to myself, this isn't going to work. I can't just be about Tekken because even though it seems like we are 69ing each other and it's even, right? Like, this is great. They give me access to something. I can create content with it, and I'm advertising their game. That's great. Except, what about when they give it to someone else first? Or what about when they make a shitty fucking game that you don't like? What's going to happen then? You ever heard of Mike Ross and Gutex? What's going to happen then? You ever hear of those guys? Well, anyway, so what I'm saying is, if you really are all in on Tekken, you got to understand that you're underappreciated. That's my point. If you're all in on Tekken, or if you're all in on Street Fighter, or if you're all in on one of those fighting games, I'm telling you, you're underappreciated. And this goes out to all of them. Main Man, Spaghetti Rip, European, Japanese, all of them. Super underappreciated. And I'm specifically talking about fighting games. It's different with other games. There's no Death Stranding community. It's not how other games work. This is something that needs to exist, like fucking billiards and bowling and shit. We need to have Tekken tournaments every year. We need to have regionals and nationals, and it needs to be organized with commentators. And, this is not like, it's not like a game where it comes out and it's gone. You pay a bunch of high-profile players to play it, and then it's over. That's not the smart play, and they know that. We're on season 4 already, but how you gonna do that? So some people were like, Aris is just mad that he didn't get it, and I'm over here thinking, man, that's sick. This is an excellent way for me to not play Tekken season 4. Nice. I can ride this whole that's fucked up of Namco. How dare they underappreciate their players? This is going to work out perfectly. So that's what I'm thinking. But people are like, Aris is just pissed. You're like, come on, dude. You don't think that I could have turned the stream on and done a no-signal stream and gotten more viewers? Come on, man. You think I give a fuck about that? Think about it, dude. I don't care. Anyway, the thing that really stung and made me tweet that tweet was because people like Spaghetti Rip and Rip are, they're butthurt, and it's fair. A lot of people are butthurt, and it's not cool to do that. It's just not cool. End of story. I don't think anyone thinks it's cool. I don't even think Namcops think it's cool. I have a feeling it's pretty clear that someone fucked up. And it's not really just this event that matters. That's the thing. I want you to really pay attention. Really open your ears here. It's not about season 4. It's really not. It's not even just about Tekken or Tekken 7. It's about how fighting games rely on tournaments and creators and commentators and also production staff. Let's not forget all those people who connect the microphone that you talk into, and the people who calibrate the computers with the headphones. All those people are the people that are underappreciated by the devs. And Corona pandemic has really, really proven that. The pandemic shows up, there's no tournaments, and it's all you're left with is nothing. Tenno Media, those guys, you don't realize how essential those guys were, and it's like so underappreciated. It's really the bottom line. Underpaid, underappreciated, way overworked, and now that we're seeing the state of fighting games without them, it's like, wow, it's really highlighting it to me. And it reminds me of all the sacrifices I've made, and I know all of them have made. People have made a lot of sacrifices for Tekken. It's crazy if you think about it. And I know only my own story, but I don't know other people's stories. And it's like to know at the end of the day, they could just give it to one person over the other person. I don't know why Mike Ross and Gutex went crazy, but I do know that Street Fighter V fucking sucks. And I do know that those guys, when I went on Excellent Adventures, I thought they wanted to play Mortal Kombat. And I was an open-minded person. I'll play anything you fucking want. I don't care. But when I walked through that door and said, you guys want to play Mortal Kombat? They were like, Mortal Kombat?
Thank you.
Ew. Why am I bringing this up? First of all, I mean, most people would say that. But more importantly, their attitudes were so Street Fighter at the time. Street Fighter 4. That's it. So that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But you got to understand that there will come a time where it's not even anymore. And you've given Street Fighter more than it's going to be able to give you. It won't be able to give you anymore. Whether the game changes and it sucks, or whether it's something like the main man gets the code first, it's going to sting. So it just brought up this whole event today about Season 4, reminded me of times when it stung. And this is part of the reason why I decided many years ago that I can't just be about Tekken, because it won't work. I'll end up being a fucking nut job. Okay? And come on, dude. Look at what Street Fighter V has done. I'm not going to become a nut job. Okay? I will, but on my own terms. So I had to, drop it. It's not my thing. I'm out. Because I had to separate myself from it. Or else I'd be in the position of Rip. Today, Rip, Spaghetti Rip, all these other people, there are people streaming under the Tekken game category, and they're just pissed. That's it. They're not even they're just pissed. Like the camera's on them, and they're just fucking pissed. That's fucking hilarious, dude. That was me. It's hilarious only to me. It's not funny. That's not funny to them.
Hey man, you want to play some Mortal Kombat?
To me, it's pretty funny because I was there. And I know how that is, dude. They're fucking butthurt because they've put so much work and effort into creating some kind of content that all it does is shares what they love with other people. And this is the kind of treatment they get, you know? And dude, especially people like, for example, Rip and Spaghetti Rip. This is one guy. Sure, they have a lot in common. But this is one dude from California who was a commentator for multiple tournaments. This is another dude from England. He's an Englishman, right? Commentator, traveled to a bunch of tournaments. Both of these guys are butthurt this morning, okay? They're both butthurt this morning. And that's ridiculous because these are the kinds of people that got shafted the most by Corona pandemic. No more tournaments, no more commentary, no more jobs. You better stay at home and make content, amigo. But wait. What the fuck? Who's streaming it now? What gives? You see my point? That's all I'm saying. It stung and it also hit at home. You know, I remember those days where you feel underappreciated and there's resentment, you know? For example, dude, you know when, I'll tell you this, that Soul Calibur event I went to before Soul Calibur 6 came out, I went to that event because I wanted Soul Calibur to be good. I did it for free. Dude, the guy who at the time worked at Namco, he's standing there next to me and he's like, man, you could be getting paid $5,000 at least or some shit. And I'm thinking to myself, well, I just like the game, dude. You know, don't talk to me. You know, I just like the game. I want it to be good. I want it to be popular. Think about that kind of shit. I'm just saying, man, it's fucked up. People get really butthurt and they're underappreciated. That's all. Because you love what you're doing. The idea of these guys getting butthurt because they feel like they were not treated fairly, it stung personally. So that's all. I wanted to clean that up. People, it's so hard to explain your opinion. I don't even know if I did a good job, to be honest. I'm a little tuckered out. I had a long day, but I don't know if I made my point clear. But, you know, they're underappreciated. It's totally different for fighting games. That's for sure. It's totally different. You know? And you don't know the kind of sacrifices. If I've made the sacrifices, so have they. You don't think that, for example, Rip is college educated, dude. And he has experience in many computer-related left-click things. So he could totally have any job. He chose being a Tekken commentator because he's following his dream. You know? Think about that. He could do anything. Lord knows what he could do, right? Same with No Pants. No Pants is college educated, you know? And he had a real job, but he wants to be involved in something that's like cool, bigger than the norm. And I respect that. But, you know, it's like, think about the sacrifice. That's all. You know, but the bottom line is success and sacrifice are like, they suck each other's dicks. They French kiss each other. These two concepts. Success and sacrifice, they are butt fucking nonstop. Those things are directly related, you know? So, you know, it's normal. That's the cosmos. No big deal. But at the end of the day, you know, this season 4 event is meaningless. It's nothing. It's a drop in the ocean. It just brought up the idea to me that you can't be all about Tekken or Street Fighter 4 or any of these things. All you can do is look to the past, right? And learn from other people's mistakes. I realized early on that I need to detach myself from Tekken, or else I'm going to end up like fucking Gutex and Mike Ross. However that may be. I don't even know what the real true Hollywood story is there, right? But I do know that I don't want to be there. That's not where I want to be. I want to be somewhere where I'm happy and chilling and not giving a fuck about stuff, you know, and enjoying fun. You know what I mean? So,
thank you.
I guess my advice to you, if you're a content creator, is don't put all your eggs in one basket unless you're willing to accept that the main man got it first, or Aris got it first. Hey, Aris got it first, bitch. Suck my dick.
You.
That's the way it's gonna be. If you want to put all your eggs in one basket, Aris is gonna get it first. That's all I'm telling you. That's it. That's my advice. I'm gonna get it first. And I'm the main man, or I'm someone else. Anyone else. It's gonna be someone else. It's true. Rip says, fuck this, I'm gonna be a Gray Skies main. Whatever. I didn't want to speak for you. I don't like speaking for other people, so I tried to make it clear that I don't know necessarily anything, but I'm using logic because I'm also a person and everyone is a person. So, success and sacrifice. Guaranteed. You think Spaghetti Rip? I don't even know Spaghetti. I know Spaghetti Rip's brother more than I know him because he likes cars. And we talked about cars. He drives a Mini Cooper S. I don't even know Spaghetti Rip. Barely know him, right? But I know he's sacrificed for Tekken. And the fact that he woke up this morning butthurt because the main man got it first totally reminded me of myself. All these times, you know? Whatever, dude. You can't let this stuff bother you, man. If you do, you won't win. You won't win. Oh yeah, rate, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you think about. Hey, Aris got it first, bitch. Suck my dick. In the comments below. Don't forget to ring the notification bell, amigos. And subscribe. We put out videos every day. With that being said, let's get right into it.